books, media, and more, log on to KBLA.store right now. And be sure to check out our KBLA team favorites at KBLA.store today. That's KBLA.store for all our official merch on your favorite talk radio station, KBLA Talk 1580, at 20% off, but only during the holiday season. Happy holidays.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Let's talk about this. So why do people play games in the dating phase of a relationship? Like, what is this all about? Well, people play games when they feel out of control. Okay. So people play games because they don't feel a lot of the time that they have the appropriate way of going about the dating phase of a relationship. And so, think of playing games as being a form of manipulation. I know we don't want to hear that, but like it or not, that's what it is. And sometimes not like problem, because sometimes, I think there's different things we can learn, and there can be some beneficial stuff too, but sometimes I see like dating advice on the internet, and they're forms of manipulation. And the tough part about that, when we're teaching how to manipulate somebody into liking you or wanting you or all these different things, the consequences of that later, that if that gets us in a relationship with somebody, then we go into the honeymoon phase, everything's great, we still have that like version of ourselves that we have to present because we have to try to remain congruent. And then naturally human beings adapt to one another and we get into the power struggle phase. It is an absolute part of the life cycle of relationships. And if we didn't build a strong foundation in the dating phase upon authenticity, upon being ourselves, upon like showing up in a healthy manner, and it's real for us, it's true, where we talk about our needs, we talk about our boundaries, like this stuff comes up, then we make the power struggle phase so much more difficult. And the power struggle phase is when most people break up. And so, if we go into that unprepared and with a lot of stuff that we're going to have to work through because we didn't set ourselves up in a healthy manner to begin with, we can end up just going through these cycles of relationships where we invest, we play games, we do all that stuff, we do all the advice stuff that we hear on the internet, and then we proceed to get into the power struggle phase and feel so bad, like so defenseless, so unheard, so misunderstood, so afraid. All our wounds come up, all the other person's wounds.
Did you hear what she just explained? I just told you 99% of people are playing games. She said, if you don't establish it right in the beginning, a foundation based on authenticity. Do you understand? Truth, right? Openness, non-judgmental truth and openness and honesty. And if you don't set the tone there, 99.9% of people are absolutely going to be playing games. Why? Because most people only like half of themselves. This is why they have to play games. Just understand that. This is very interesting. We got a lot of callers from all over the country. I want to get everybody in. Who's been on the longest? Reggie from Austin, Texas. I want you to finish your final thought. Get in here.
We have to reject the games, reject the roles, and learn more about ourselves to have something to discuss, have something to appreciate, and have something to share. And if you do that, then you're ahead of the game.
Hey, thank you, Reggie. You know what you just did, though, right?
Brought Austin in the building.
Austin, Texas is in the building. Who I'm looking for is Los Angeles. LA, show up big time. Pasadena, where are you? Culver City, Inglewood, Watts. I need to hear from y'all. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Reggie said something about roles. We call them gender roles, right? But if you talk to a sociologist, someone who studies society and human behavior within the construct of society, they will say social game rules. That's what they call them, social game rules. The societal game we have to play. There was a time when black people, do you understand, had to play a particular type of game for employment. You go into a job, and I had an old brother. Y'all know him, Bobby Glanton Smith. Bobby Glanton Smith said, man, back in my day when I went to go ask for a job or go apply for a job, he said part of the interview process was casting my eyes to the ground. That was part of the social game rules. Do you understand? So y'all acting like there are no social game rules attached to relationships? And ask yourself this question. How much does your attachment style contribute to your relationship game rules? How much do unhealed wounds contribute to your relationship game rules and how you use them to use others? People act like nobody play. I don't like games. I don't be playing no games. Okay, the person who's yelling it the loudest is usually the one who is the master manipulator and knows. I don't like it when people say they don't do something, but they know how to do it. Now, how do you know how to do something? You know, when they say, I don't know how to do this. And then you ask, and they got all the explanation on how to do it. Well, I don't typically do this. And then you say, well, I need this done. Okay, well, first off, this is what you do. You just say, wait a minute. If you're not using this, if you're not doing this, how do you know how to do it? I don't like that. You know how to do it. Is playing mind games a form of emotional abuse? Well, the pro to that is advocates for considering mind games as emotional abuse emphasize the toll it takes on the victim's mental and emotional well-being. The constant uncertainty and manipulation can lead to anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self-worth. This is real stuff. The con on that is, yet skeptics argue that labeling all mind games as emotional abuse oversimplifies complex relationship dynamics. While some mind games may be harmful, others might be unintentional or stem from a lack of communication rather than malicious intent. Very interesting stuff here. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Who's been on the longest? Truemonger, Dallas, Texas. Get in here. Truemonger,
Yes,
you ready for me, brother? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man. This topic here is going to expose a lot for people in relationships. They're going to be thinking differently.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be wondering if their partner has been genuine with them or if they've been playing with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's, really at the end of the day, people really are not to be played with.
Mm-hmm.
And those who think it's cool haven't suffered no consequences.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not playing games for fun within a relationship, you playing games to try to maintain it, something's wrong. But a lot of people were taught to do that. They're conditioned to do that because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And it's more difficult for them to be genuine from the jump. Try to play a role or try to put on a performance, try to keep the person interested. Then once y'all in a relationship, then you start to reveal who you really are. Do that from the jump and give the person a choice, whether they want to rock with you or not.
No, I agree with you.
Good.
Yeah, I agree.
Good.
I've
You-
been guilty of it too, brother. I agree. Talk to me, man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because, some people, we play that role.
Mm-hmm.
Like Reggie was talking about earlier, people play that role. I'm like, roles come to an end. If you're just being genuine and your authentic self from the jump.
But let me say this, though, True.
Mm-hmm.
We done took this role stuff too far.
Mm.
I don't want my woman to play a role. I want her to
Right.
be herself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And here's the thing. Do you know how difficult it is to cultivate a safe environment for your significant other to be herself, and she helps to create that same environment for you? To me,
Mhm.
it's all a game, because most people still don't feel safe with their significant others. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most people are not safe because, again, they might act like they're safe, right?
Mhm.
How many people you know in relationship that will be like, man, I can't bring that to my wife, or I can't bring this, how I really feel, to my husband? How many people you know in relationships say their response to not bringing something to the table is, I don't know how he gonna act. Or
Right. I've been through that, and I've
Yeah.
seen that a lot too.
Yeah. I had a girl tell me once, after she revealed something very heavy to me. This was one of the most purest moments ever, because I couldn't believe she was asked. She said she revealed something really heavy about her experience. And then she said, now what is your summation of me? That punched me in the stomach. I said, whoa, my summation of you? Damn, I got more respect for you now because you revealed this heavy truth than any time before. That was the realest she was in that moment. Like, and she flipped it and said, now what is your summation of me? Like, whoa, my summation don't even mean nothing. What is your summation of you?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying, brother?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, True, guess
Well, I
what
think-
you did? Go ahead, finish. You got something else?
I was just saying, I think people just got too used to these games and thinking it's normalized at this point. And like with a lot of other things, is we normalize things that we shouldn't. And people just going through the motion. I'm like, man, you never really gonna find somebody genuine as long as you participating in that. It's a choice at the end of the day. Nobody's forcing you to play these games. I don't care what society tells you, because society is full of crap.
But
So why would
society,
you want to follow?
that's our aquarium. That's where we live. And we
Yeah.
can't act as if we're standalone entities within this thing.
I could build outside of it.
We have to. I'm with you. I aspire to. I'm with you. I'm like Finding Nemo. I want to get out of the aquarium and back into the ocean.
It starts in people's minds first. And then it goes from there. They can
Man,
either break away from it or they continue to participate in it. It's up to them at the end of the day.
hey, brother, you know what you did, right?
Yes, sir. Brought Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. Where's Los Angeles? We looking for Los Angeles right now. LA, show up and show out. And of course, one of our greatest callers. And all of you guys are great. All of you guys have a seat at the table. But this sister here comes in cooking one of my favorite breakfast treats, cream of wheat. She cooks cream of wheat without lumps, with nutmeg, with cinnamon, with that pet milk. Remember pet milk, that white can of pet milk, that butter? Listen, man, she comes in here cooking every single time. When we come forward, more from the callers.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Environmental justice, pollution, and climate. In Los Angeles and across America, people of color are suffering and dying from disproportionate health impacts on a planet that has less than 10 years to prevent irreversible damage. Heat illnesses, respiratory illnesses, water-related illnesses, food system impacts, insect-related diseases, black maternal health, and mental health effects. As the impacts of climate change mount, millions of vulnerable people, our people, are going to bear the brunt of these extreme environmental events, which will likely lead to forced displacement, loss of cultural identity, and other related risks. These realities are as real as rain. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details about the most progressive multimedia and live events campaign any black media outlet has ever undertaken to combat the climate catastrophe. Experts, events, empowerment. It's all on the way from unapologetically progressive KBLA Talk 1580. We don't black down. We level up.
Level up, 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 level up.
Meet LA's most affordable health plan. This open enrollment season, LA Care Covered is proud to offer the lowest cost health plans in Los Angeles County, featuring zero-cost preventive services to help you achieve your wellness goals. Be part of the region's largest HMO network, featuring UCLA Health, Optum, and allied physicians without breaking the bank. We are here to help. Call us at 855-222-4239 for enrollment assistance. That's 855-222-4239. LA Care Covered. Your wellness, our mission.
Hello?
Man, where are you? I thought you were coming.
I can't. I'm in bed with the flu.
The flu? Whoa. Grandma's about to crowd surf. Man, I'll call you back.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is safe, effective, and you can get it at the same time as your COVID-19 vaccine. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep, that is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I see couples playing mind games frequently. I mean, when they come in their office and they're talking, and then I see them individually, it's very clear that one of the partners is manipulating the other. And when I see them, I will usually bring it up in the session as a question. And then many times what I'll hear from one spouse is, oh yeah, I talk about that all the time with him or her, and nothing's changed. If nothing's changed and you continue to put up with it, then that's a decision you made. If you are with a mind game player and you want action, I'm going to go through 5 things that I think are very important. The end being that you actually make a point to leave this relationship. So the first thing is, I think it's very important that you say what the mind game is up front. So you express it, communicate it verbally, and then you tell them how it makes you feel. Makes me feel hurt, makes me feel used, makes me feel humiliated. These are the words they need to hear that you're saying, and that they need to see your emotion that's aligned with the word. So you can't say, I feel humiliated, and smile and then say something like, okay, but I get it. Because that negates exactly what you just expressed. Number 2, they should apologize. They should apologize no matter what. There should not be defensiveness. They shouldn't make excuses. They should say, I am so sorry I hurt you. Within that apology, there must be an effort for them to then claim what they're going to change. I'm so sorry. I would never mean to hurt you. I am going to focus on a change. And then they come back and they tell you what they're going to change about their behavior so that they won't do this in the future. If they just say, I'm sorry to get you off their back, that is not an apology. Thirdly, if they don't accept responsibility or if they get defensive about it, I think it's very important that you note it, because basically what they're saying is, I am okay with hurting you. I am not willing to change or make changes in my behavior to prevent this. And the reason I'm not.
But listen, we live in a society where the apology is meaningless. Let's just keep it a buck. Once you do something that is manipulative or hurtful or disrespectful or whatever, right? I know we're talking about gaming people, right? And manipulating people. But once you do anything that is considered a relationship infraction, you could apologize until the cows come home. Your apology will be or could be accepted, but that doesn't mean they trust you anymore. And for a lot of people, once the trust is gone, the trust is gone. It's for a lot of people, trust can only be burnt. It can't be earned. Somebody meme that. I need to see that on Instagram. Right? Somebody meme me and tag me, right? Once the trust is burnt, it can't be earned. That's it. And spell it earned. Put a T on the end. It can't be earned. Oh, man, it's heavy stuff, man. See, healthy people can accept your humanity. They can accept your flaws. They can accept your missteps. Healthy people. People who still have to struggle and mature to certain levels, it's game over for many people. 1-800-920-1580. We got a great topic going on right now. Game goofy versus game literate. A deeper look at why many people play games in intimate relationships. We got callers on the line. One of my favorites is in the building right now. Nikki from the SIP. Talk to us, Nikki from the SIP. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Shalom, fam.
Shalom.
So I have a theory.
Uh-oh. Here we go. I'm going to sit back and let you roll.
I think it's possible in our intimate relationships that people vacillate back and forth. Depending on the depth of the relationship, what stage of it they're in, how long they've been in it, where it has evolved to. And sometimes what their objective is at that particular point. there is and can be a game being played in the intimate relationship depending upon what the individual desires may be at the time. Where I may be in need of something from you and I'm not getting it, and I may move out of the space of being my real self into the manipulate you space to get what I want. I think that, yes, your attachment style plays a part. I think you mentioned something earlier about chess versus checkers.
Yeah.
I'm more of a stratego kind of lady.
Right.
But I grew up in a household with 8 brothers. So when you're talking about game, I think I've seen a variety of manifestations of that in my household. And one of the things I learned where intimate relationships are concerned, which is why I think I'm a stratego kind of lady, is to have the strategy for going in. And you may have to adapt that strategy throughout the game of the relationship. So why am I saying that? Well, I think when you are in a place where the game is being played, I think sometimes people are showing you their real self when they playing the game. You think it's the game, but it's the real them.
They are the game.
Right. And I think we're missing that when you're talking about accepting a whole person. I think sometimes people are showing you their real selves all the time.
No. What you're not going to do is run past that. Hold tight. Just stay with me, Nick. Did you hear what Nikki said? Some people are the game. It's easier to be the game than it is to be yourself. Oh, when we come forward, we going back to Mississippi with Nikki. Lord have mercy, she's on fire.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The FBI is investigating after the former Minneapolis police officer convicted for killing George Floyd was stabbed in prison. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison, who is black, says the FBI will look into what led up to Derek Chauvin being stabbed last week. Chauvin is currently serving a 22-year sentence in a federal prison in Arizona. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is unveiling a plan to move some migrants from police stations into churches. The African-American mayor was joined by faith leaders yesterday to announce the Unity Initiative. The program will be funded with $350,000 in private donations. On this day in history in 2015, NBA star Kobe Bryant announced on the Players Tribune that he would retire at the end of the year. The 37-year-old Los Angeles Lakers guard said, "This season is all they have left to give." And that is the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Shop 1-quart poinsettias today. Bring home 2 for $3 in stores only. Valid through 11/24. Plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
It's the gift-giving season, and we have a gift for you. Visit us online at KBLA.store for holiday savings of 20% off all of our KBLA swag. For the best in merch, gift ideas, books, media, and more, log on to KBLA.store right now. And be sure to check out our KBLA team favorites at KBLA.store today. That's KBLA.store for all our official merch on your favorite talk radio station, KBLA Talk 1580, at 20% off, but only during the holiday season. Happy holidays.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Roll Charmin ultra strong when you drop in the beat. It cleans with way less effort on your seat. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Okay. Charmin flows extra strong from the road. Your butt hella clean while you're sitting on the bowl. Yeah, it's all you need for that bathroom groove. Get you in and out without nothing to prove.
Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Single Moms Planet is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting under-resourced single mom business owners and working mothers nationwide. Single Moms Planet offers comprehensive programs of financial literacy, business development, mentorship, and entrepreneurial training. They provide education, accountability, and hope. Single Moms Planet was founded by model, TV personality, and producer Nefertari Plessy. Nefertari felt firsthand the challenges that face single moms as she was raised by a working single mother. She learned that the most disadvantaged group in the United States are single mom families. According to the U.S. Census, 30% live under the poverty line. So she decided to do something about it, along with co-founder Cole Patterson. Their goal is to end the poverty cycle in single mother households through education, opportunity, and networking, providing family and child enrichment programs for under-resourced single-parent families. Single Moms Planet serves over 10,000 single moms and their children each year. Studies show that business development and financial literacy provide a positive environment for children and families, exposing them to new possibilities and opportunities. To attend one of their fun events, make a donation, or get more information, or if you need help as a single mom, please visit singlemomsplanet.org. That's singlemomsplanet.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm calling you up. I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need a love doctor. And I need it right away. I'm calling you up. I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need to hear the doctor's voice of reason.
So I got this two-timing chick who got her revenge from when I was on my two-time tip. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected. Neglected my effort, a pair with no trust. Dirty games and affairs that been tearing us up. If things ain't picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need to know for certain.
I'm calling you up. I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need a love doctor. And I need it right away. I'm calling you up. I'm calling you up. 'Cause I need to hear the doctor's voice of reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR back in the building. Radio in Los Angeles has never been quite like this, man. Talk radio is on fire. You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580. I'm the voice of reason, a.k.a. the VOR. Every night we hit you upside your dome piece on your way home from Jones Beach with heated topics about relationships that most people don't want to have. And we're having a great one tonight. I posit that everybody is playing games, even those who are yelling from the top of their lungs that they never play games. According to Dr. Orion, what's his last name? Taraban. Dr. Orion Taraban. He said, where there are goals and a plan to get those goals. Relationship goals. The Beyonce and Jay-Z, they relationship goals. Where there are goals, expectations and goals, and a plan to achieve those goals, i.e. outcome, we got a strategy in place. We playing games. We playing a game to get to the end zone, to get what we want, to get what we signed up for. Heavy stuff. I believe that relationships are inherently spiritual and can provide exceedingly more than what we think we want in the moment. Sometimes when you grow up a little bit spiritually, you start to recognize many of the things you claimed you wanted. Once you attain them or achieve them, you find out that they're not all that they were cracked up to be in the first place. Let's get Nikki from the SIP back in here to continue her beautiful sermon and ministry on the topic. Talk to us, sis.
Well, I just think we don't consider that even sometimes in our maturity and growth, that what you're looking at in another person, what is they are representing to you or have been, is really the whole person. The discernment part is what we're missing.
Go ahead. You're saying we can't perceive the broken part, the wounded part, and all of that, because we're looking past that in order to get what we want. Go ahead. I'm with you. Yes.
Exactly. But if you're in a place where you are operating playing the game from a manipulative perspective, I'm just saying that person is showing you who they are. They are showing up as the game. So my question is, have we considered playing the game out?
And what does that entail, to play the game out? Does that mean to play it until its conclusion? What does that mean?
It depends on the person. I'm more of I will ask you, where are we going with it?
What's your end game? Right, right.
Exactly. Are we getting laid? Are we going to dinner? Do we need a movie? Or are we trying to stay together for a lengthy period of time? What is the objective here?
What if the answer is I don't know? And what if the answer is always I don't know?
It should not be always. That's an absolute. So if we're talking about an absolute and you don't know, that's an indicator to the person hearing that the person saying it has much more work to do. Because your tolerance for I don't know always is going to get to be zero.
I don't know got limited bandwidth. Like that can't fly for two. Go ahead, I'm with you.
No man and no woman is really going to accept that always. No. Because somewhere you have stopped and I kept going. No, so that's not going to work. Now, if initially it is I don't know, okay, then we can have some more game or thought-provoking conversation about what it could possibly look like, and you may be able to derive an answer.
So wait, Nikki, are you saying I don't know is really an opportunity for more conversational exploration?
Correct.
But what if I don't know is just the answer that I'm trying to give you to get you off this conversation?
But you'll be able to, back to my original, that's a discernment.
Talk to me.
See, because how that response comes out, tone, loud, soft, gentle, or usually there's a
annoyed
body inflection.
Right.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. There's a body inflection. Okay, all of that is an indicator. And if you are talking about an intimate relationship that is existing for some period of time, you then can discern, okay, I've arrived at the got on their nerves point. Now, why is it on their nerve? Is it because I'm touching the nerve or because they really don't know?
So getting on their nerves, is that equivalent to hit dogs holla? Like maybe you have revealed something that I have been trying to conceal, or I'm not comfortable in this moment to actually say it out my mouth directly?
It can be, or it can be that you are playing the game with a person who is an expert.
Ooh.
Who can be exhibiting that response to drive you in a direction.
Keep going, Nikki. Lord have mercy.
I mean, if we're going to play the game, right, then if it's a game, then like you say, it's an objective. There's a goal. The games involve winning. Okay, so are we going to get it all? We're going to win it all if we're going to play the game. We're not going to half-step it.
Do you think some people play a game for the end-game, end-goal objective of really destroying the person they're with? Maybe because of... Talk to me about that mentality.
Absolutely. Because when you are a person who... Back to the wounds, because we can't ever leave there. So let's say you were a person who tried to show up as your real self in several facets of different people in relationships, and you were rebuffed. Okay, not accepted as your real self. Then you put that mask on, and over time, then now it is a wound. It's abscessing. And because it's abscessing, you have this putrid thing growing on the inside of you.
Spiritually.
That's correct.
Yes.
That is trying to get out. And it manifests in, I said before in a call, if we cannot stay together for whatever it is, I cannot, as a human being that is a whip and evolving, live to destroy you down to dust because we can't stay together. If you're that person who is in that putrid place, then in playing the game, that becomes a release for you.
The game is the release. It's no different than playing Candy Crush on your phone. You playing with another person's soul. Keep going.
Correct. And because you haven't been able to find a mechanism or a means to heal that putrid thing on the inside of you, you start to get sort of a fixation on seeing the destruction of the other. Because it's a release for you. That's a psychological mind word that starts with an F.
I understand.
That's for a different show.
I understand.
But
fornication under the consent of the king. There's your acronym. Go ahead.
That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have no other means of venting that thing because you won't heal the wound yourself. And so you got to find a vehicle to get that out. And so that's why I said, well, see, now you have become the game.
They are the
And
living personification of the
That's
game.
it. Wow. And we are missing it. We're doing the same thing now that I'm often concerned from a spiritual perspective. When your Savior returns, will you recognize him? Because you're looking for it to look a different way than it's showing up.
What, and even bigger than that, will he recognize you?
Nope. So he'll be like, what you doing here?
Listen, Nikki, listen here now.
No.
This is what I need you to do for me. I'm going to ask you this on the air. I'm going to need you to call in every day. This is turning into a job now. Call in every day. And I need you to pray for me every day. Nikki, do you know what you have done?
I brought the sip in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mississippi is in the building because of Nikki. If she has edified your soul as she has done to mine, please give me a call and join this conversation when I come forward. Hey, ain't nothing like home. I'm going back to L.A.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Turning my pain into purpose is pretty much what I have done to start this foundation.
In August 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Bridget Floyd and other family members established the George Floyd Memorial Foundation in support of the Black community.
It's going to take more than just us as a foundation. It's going to take the community, the world, to make a change.
Fight for racial justice for the Black community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment through the arts. Tia Chucha Central Cultural is on a mission to transform community in the Northeast San Fernando Valley and beyond through ancestral knowledge, the arts, literacy, and creative engagement. The Northeast San Fernando Valley has a population of about 500,000, the size of the city of Oakland, yet it has no bookstores, art galleries, or full-fledged cultural spaces until Tia Chuchas opened its doors in 2001. Founded by renowned poet and activist Luis Rodriguez, Tia Chuchas Cultural Center provides a year-round free or low-cost arts and literacy bilingual intergenerational programming in mural painting, music, dance, writing, visual arts, healing art sessions, and healing talking circles. Activities also include Mexica, Aztec dance, indigenous cosmology, philosophy, and 2 weekly open mic nights, one in Spanish, the other in English. In addition, they They host author readings, film screenings, and art exhibits. To express yourself, heal yourself, attend an event, or volunteer, please visit www.tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, trips that you plan for the next whole week. Bands too long for so cheap and your flex OD and sex OD. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey, you got it, girl, you got it. Yeah, pretty little thing, you got a bag and now you wildin'. You just took it off the line, no mileage. Way they hitting you, the DM looking violent. Talking while you come around and now they silent. Flew the coupe at 17, no guidance. You be staying low, but you know what the price is. Ain't never got you know it being modest. Poppin' ship it only cause you know you poppin', yeah. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it. Little baby and I'm back and I'm Birkin. No 9 to 5, put the work in. Laws and all, I love them all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
baby girl, you got it, girl, you got it.
That Voice of Reason playlist hit different. Play no games. Everybody playing games, turn it off, man. Hey, the Voice of Reason, we different in here. Let me get my final callers up in here. We got Los Angeles and Philadelphia on the line. Daryl from LA, get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
We all playing games, huh?
Yes, sir.
I mean, especially here in LA. I would dare say across the country.
No, it is across the country. People seem to think that there's realer people in other places. Let me tell you, everybody playing games.
Everybody. How in the hell? It's cuffing season right now. We got a whole season named after playing games. Come on, man. I think it's the best place for me. I mean, I think that's how you cultivate a serious relationship.
Is to play games?
Is to play games.
Uh-oh.
Because the game it's the rules that you apply to this game now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if she compliment your game and you compliment her game, that's grounds for a good relationship right there. Because she gonna call you on your stuff, you gonna call her on her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of attractive when you could see the game. You navigate through the relationship that way.
Wait, Daryl, you done got Andy up. Andy, you done got his ire up.
Real quick. I don't want to take too much away from Daryl's time, but he just triggered.
Go ahead.
You trigger something. Like they always say, ways to improve your relationship. You guys should engage in role playing, right? You be the nurse, I'm the patient, and it just helps to build your relationship strong. So that's just a piggyback on what you just said. I think there's some good things about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Totally 100. I'm telling. Look, I'm 60 years old. Well, I'll be 60 in May. But that said, the way I would get into a serious relationship, because I'm a Gemini. We could be alone and not feel lonely. I mean, I'm too busy chasing my bag. I mean, I love making money. I love women too. I love making money. So I don't have to hear, you're not giving me enough time. And it's just not where I'm at. I'm sure a lot of people would, they're looking for that relationship to solidify how they want to be in their life and everything. And that's beautiful, But if you got hopes, dreams, and aspirations that you want to achieve, hey, you can do it solo or you can do it together, but you don't.
Trust me, brother. I hear you, brother. Trust me. We up against it now. I got to go. Okay. But let me say this, Daryl. Daryl, I love you for always representing L.A. You brought L.A. in the building, brother. I love you for that, brother.
You know what I love too, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
When you brought up pet milk, man, I used to love that stuff.
We love pet milk. We was raised on it, man. Hey, man, thank you for the call, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Hey, let's get Willie in here from Philadelphia. Willie from Philly. Listen here, Willie. You got to keep it real chilly because we're about to get up out of here, okay? So you got to make it really quick, all right?
Got you, Uncle Joe.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I respect everybody's perspective about the game and everything like that. But I'm just lost. Like, what's the purpose of playing these games when we just be odds with each other? Because we all out for that one thing. We all want to meet that one person. You all can get money. You all can do all this and this and that. I'm just confused about these game plans.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need some understanding. Like, games get old.
We
play games to end them.
Yeah.
We play games to end them. We supposed to end games.
Mm-hmm.
How long we gonna keep on running these games, especially for the black society? Like, we've been playing games by other races, ethnicities, and blah blah blah. Why are we doing it to each other? Why are we weakening our community by running games on each other?
You want the simple answer? You want the simple answer?
Help me understand. I'm 36 years old trying to understand this.
The simple answer is nobody is born with a playbook on how to play the relationship game right or the game of life. Nobody is born with the playbook. But you are born with caregivers. And caregivers tend to come with some type of emotional, psychological, or traumatic baggage. And no matter how good they were to you, no matter how well they raised you, you model what they haven't gotten over. And the spiritual,
I agree with that.
And the spiritual aspect of relationship is designed to wake up that modeling for resolution, for healing. That's why you attract who you attract. Because they're going to wake something up after y'all finish faking, wearing the mask, and acting like y'all got it together. That relationship is going to wake up the work. And when the work gets awakened, now that's when all the conflict, the trauma, the disagreements, the arguments, the power struggles, that's when all of that stuff starts to manifest. But let me just say this, Willie. You brought Philly in the building, man. I appreciate you for calling. I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper, the voice of reason, completely on fire tonight. Of course, my girl, Jill Monroe. RSVP with Jill Monroe up next. Hey, I'll see y'all tomorrow with another slapper. Deuces.
Area code. Now you thought I was just 770 and 404? I'm worldwide. Act like y'all know it's the abominable hoe man. Globetrot International Postman. Neighbor man. 718s, 202s. I send small cities and states IOUs. 901. Matter of fact.